am just going to jump right into it because, we just going to keep this thing rolling. So as I do every time I go live, I am going to be simulcasting here on Facebook and on Instagram. So just pause for the cause and I'm going to bring in the Instagram crew. Stand by. Hello, Instagram. How are y'all doing? We are just going to jump right into this day 10 of Fabmas because we just want to keep this thing rolling. As I do every time I go live, I am simulcasting both here on Instagram and on my Facebook page. And if you are new here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nick Scott. I am a personal brand coach where I help women entrepreneurs establish, grow, and maintain their personal brand. And I am here broadcasting live today as day 10 of Fabmas. And just to get right into it, I want to talk to you about the shortcut to success. Did you know that there is a shortcut to success? Did you know that? Because I know we hear all the time, there is no shortcut to success. There is no shortcut to success. There is no shortcut to success. If you've ever heard someone tell you that there is no shortcut to success, I want you to drop a 1 in the comment section. If you've ever heard someone tell you that there is no shortcut to success, I want you to drop a number 1 in the comment section. Because I've heard it. I have heard it a lot over my lifetime. It doesn't matter if it was in my business or in my professional or in my personal life. I have heard it time and time and time and time again. There is no shortcut to success. And I'm here to tell you that that is 100% not true. Would you believe me if I said that? Like, I know that goes against everything we've been taught our whole lives, right? We're supposed to just work, keep working, keep going, keep working until it works, right? Like, we're just never supposed to give up. We're always supposed to figure it out. If we encounter problems, we just push through and keep our heads down and just keep on pushing, right? Just keep on trucking. Don't stop. Because then you ain't never going to get it if you stop, right? Like, that's what we've been taught our whole lives. And I'm not saying that that type of mindset, that type of determination, that type of perseverance and desire is not helpful in your pursuit to success. Because you absolutely have to be able to take a licking and keep on ticking. You have to be able to pick up the pieces of a failure or a missed opportunity and put them together and package it into a learning situation and keep on pressing, right? But when it comes to the shortcut to success, there truly is a shortcut to success. And that shortcut to success is learning from people who have already been where you are. It is in learning from people who are currently in a position where you want to be. It is, in my world, hiring a coach. If you want help with your personal brand, if you want help on how to tie your personal brand to your business, if you want help with how are you supposed to leverage your personal brand to grow your influence, to build your impact, to become a gateway for premium pricing, to all of these things that we hear your personal brand can help you do. If you want help in doing that, then my recommendation for the shortcut is to hire an expert. Hire someone who knows how to get to where you're going, right? So here's an example. If you go on Google right now and Google Pinterest, what is it called? Oh, Pinterest failures. Is that what it's called? Pinterest failures. And you know, the ones where people, they try to bake like this fancy cake they see on Pinterest that someone made in their house. And they're like, all you have to do is get your box cake mix it up, put it in these 3 little pans, put it in your oven, put it together, and then decorate it. And then voila, you have this fabulous cake that is most beautiful enough to put at your wedding, right? Like, it is so gorgeous. And you can do it at home, and you can do it in 60 minutes. And then you go on Pinterest and you're like, ooh, I can do this. I have this wonderful event that I have coming up that I need a really nice cake for. And this woman in this Pinterest video, she's like, all I have to do is get my box cake mix, pour it into these 3 little pans, put it in the oven, bake it for 50 minutes, and then put my 3 little tiers together and decorate it, and voila, it is going to be beautiful. It is going to be the talk of the party. It is going to be so beautiful that people are going to mistake it for an art piece. So we're going to put it in the center of the table as a centerpiece, right? So you get on your little Pinterest or YouTube or whatever it is that you're following this tutorial on, and you're like, oh yes, this is so easy, right? This is so easy. And then probably about halfway through, you realize this isn't as easy as she made it look. Like, she made this thing look like it was a breeze. She made it look like all you needed to do was get your little box cake mix, put it in 3 pans, put it in the oven, take it out, put your tiers together and decorate it, and voila, you have this beautiful centerpiece cake, right? But that's not what your experience is, right? You're like, okay, this is not what I thought it was going to be. And then by the time you get done, oh, it's definitely something to look at, right? But it doesn't look anything like the cake that you saw on Pinterest. It was nothing like that. What inspired you to get in the kitchen and bake the cake yourself? And you're like, dang, I could have just hired somebody to bake this cake for me. I would have saved time. I would have saved money. Because while I know how to bake a cake, I can't do it like the lady on Pinterest. I can't do it like her. Why? Because she's the expert. Hello, hello. How are you? Thanks for joining. So you are not the expert at baking a cake. You are not a baker. You're not a culinary artist. So you get in the kitchen, even following step by step by step what they showed you in this video, you still ended up with a disaster. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a mess today, but I appreciate the compliment. So the shortcut to success in that example would have been for me, you, whoever it is that's on Pinterest thinking that they can make this beautiful masterpiece cake. The shortcut for success in that situation would have been to hire someone who is an expert at the culinary arts, specifically in baking cakes, right? Because all we would have had to do was take this person a picture or, show them the photo from Pinterest and be like, this is what I want. And they would have done it. That is a shortcut to success. Right? Here's another example. I'm gonna use my own self as an example. I remember a few years ago, my cousin was throwing a party for her daughter, a birthday party, and she's like, "Oh, it's Minnie Mouse themed, and all of the, it's just gonna be beautiful. All this Minnie Mouse stuff everywhere, and I am going to call this woman and hire her to make these Minnie Mouse cake pops." Now, I had made cake pops before for my kids' birthday parties, and they were a cinch, right? Like, cake pops are so easy to make. And I was like, I could do that. No, you don't need to pay nobody. I'll do it. I'll go ahead and make the Minnie Mouse cake pops, right? So I get in my kitchen, and this is either the night before or the morning of the birthday party. And I'm like, I know how to make cake pops. I have done this multiple times. But what I had never done was make Minnie Mouse cake pops. But it seems so easy, right? All you do is just add the little Oreo ears and, whatever. Let me tell y'all something. Them cake pops were a disaster, okay? Like, they were edible, and they kind of looked like Minnie Mouse. But they were nothing like they would have looked if she would have just went ahead and hired the person that she was going to hire to do the cake pops. So here I did. I wasted my time. I wasted my money She wasted time and money because I ruined the cake pops. Then she had to come up with a plan B because she was so dependent on me being able to make these cake pops because, I had a history of making cake pops. Like, I've done it before and they were beautiful. So she was like, "Oh yeah, she got this," right? But then when they were ruined, it put her in a bind. So it not only affected me, but it also affected her. Y'all see what I'm saying? Wasting time and wasting money. Now, I could have kept trying to get those cake pops right. I could have kept, pressing on, moving forward, grinding it out by any means necessary. We gonna keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until we get it right. I could have done that. Right? But I would have consistently wasted time and wasted money, wasted more time and wasted more money, when in fact all you have to do was just go straight to the shortcut, hire the expert, hire the person who has been where you are, hire the person who is where you want to be so that you can learn from them. That is the shortcut to success. And I use the example of food and specifically cakes because it's one that I feel like a lot of people can understand and relate to. Like, how many of us have, went into a project thinking that we could do it simply because we saw somebody do it on YouTube or simply because we saw somebody do it on Pinterest, right? Like, it happens to the best of us. But the shortcut to success in all things, and especially when it comes to your business and your brand, is to hire the expert. Hire the expert. It will save you time and it will save you money. Can you figure some of this stuff out on your own? Sure. But why waste time? If you are a true $1 million mindset CEO, everybody always want to use the hashtag $1 million mindset, $1 billion mindset. But if you're really in that type of mindset, $1 million mindset, $1 billion mindset, you have to start to make decisions that are long term, right? Because there's two reasons why people don't see the shortcuts. Like, the shortcuts are there. The shortcuts are presenting themselves for you and growth in your business to get you from point A to point B faster. The shortcuts are there, but you don't see them. And you don't see them mainly for two reasons. The very first reason is you are just so distracted by everything that's going on peripherally. Like, everything, right? You're distracted by how much it costs to invest, right? Like my first example with the wedding cake, the beautiful tiered cake. This person thought they could do it because maybe they didn't want to invest the money that it took to pay or to hire someone to bake that cake for them. So you're blindsided, you're like, I'm sidetracked by the cost. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, how dare she ask me for this amount of money to do this thing that I feel like I could do by myself. Like, she ain't doing nothing different than the girl on Pinterest or YouTube, right? Until you get in the thick of it and you have to start over. You're distracted by what everybody else is doing, right? You're distracted by other people's opinions. You are distracted by fear. Fear and all of its disguises. It just stops you in your track. And then the other reason why you don't see the opportunity to take shortcuts for your business and your brand is because you are just stuck. Like, your mindset is stuck in this short-term, fast, quick, gratificational mindset. Like, I need instant gratification right now. Like, all I care about is the sale that I'm going to make today. You're not really concerned about being a visionary for your business. You're concerned about what are these quick transactions that can take place to make me feel satisfied right now. So those are two reasons why you're missing the shortcuts, right? It's fear, and it's that instant short-term thinking that you might have. But I challenge you to understand that shortcuts present themselves to you every single day. They're all over social media. They're all over social media. They are presenting themselves in the form of tips and tricks and checklists and free trainings and webinars and coaching programs, right? They are presenting themselves to you every single day, but for whatever reason, there is something that keeps you from moving forward with the investment of that shortcut. Because let me tell you something, the shortcut of investing right now in A, B, or C program, that, getting that shortcut, getting that knowledge that you need to make it to the next level, getting you set up for success in an area that you have been yearning to grow in, that minimal cost, that minimal investment is going to gain equity over time. It's going to save you time equity. It's going to save you sweat equity, and it's going to start to build actual financial and income equity in your business because you were long-term thinking enough, you were a visionary enough to invest in yourself and know that the gratification is delayed. It's not an instant gratificational thing, right? So there is a shortcut to success. And that shortcut to success, it comes in the form of experts and coaches and mentors and people that are out here ready, willing, and able to pour into you to help you get to the next level in your brand and in your business. So if you're ready to get to the next level in your brand and in your business, and you want to connect with me further and continue this conversation, I invite you to download the Boost Your Brand Roadmap. Download the Boost Your Brand Roadmap because that is the first initial way for you and I to get connected so that we can start to determine what your shortcut to personal brand success looks like. You can get the Boost Your Brand Roadmap at inexscott.com/roadmap. If you are on Instagram, just click the link in my bio. If you are on Facebook, all you have to do is just click the link that is in the caption or description of this post and understand, truly embrace the fact that there is a shortcut to success. And I know that just completely flips and goes against everything that we've ever been taught. But there is a shortcut to success. And it is ready and available for you to access at any given moment. You don't have to continue running in the hamster wheel. You don't have to continue beating your head against the wall trying to figure things out because people have already figured it out. They've already figured it out. People have written books about it. People are doing video courses about it. People are teaching in group coaching programs about it. So take advantage of those shortcuts to success, okay? This has been day 10 of Fabmas. My name is Nick Scott. I am your personal brand coach where I help women entrepreneurs establish, grow, and maintain their personal brand. And thanks so much for rocking with me, y'all. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.